Okay, let me finish up the last end of that video that ended abruptly. Kind of went over the mark. Last thing I was actually saying was a couple salient little points. And I was stating that people are stupid to not consider the 60mm f2.4. Yeah, I know it is an f2.4 instead of an f1.2 like the super expensive 56mm Fuji, but this is also a macro lens. It's really cheap. It's a much better value than the 56 is. Not that they're not both awesome. And lastly, let me say this. 14mm versus a 16mm. It's like, well, this is 2mm wider. It's like, yes, I know it is 2mm wider. This is a 16mm f1.4. Listen, if you're going to make a choice between these two lenses, they are close enough. Let me tell you what, compared to where the Fuji 14mm sits versus the 16, I mean, we got the 14 down here in the gutter. Not that it's a bad lens, no, it is down in the gutter relative to the 16mm. The 16mm is freaking incredible, does pseudo macro, very low distortion, incredible color saturation, great bandwidth. The 16mm is just it. So if you're going to make a decision between the two and you're like hem-hawing back and forth, it's like, well, I don't know about the 14mm. No, there is no argument about the 14 versus the 16. I'll sacrifice those 2mm in focal, which is next to nothing, for a far more superior lens, okay? Far superior lens. And some people go, oh, well, you know, that's just your opinion, and, you know, opinions. When people say that, I go, you know what, you're right, but some opinions are worth more than others. It's like, whose opinion would I trust more? The super rich guy that goes, I got 10 Lamborghinis. Or the car mechanic that's been working on Lamborghinis for 20 years. Like, do you own a Lamborghini? He's like, no, I own a Volkswagen, but I'm working on Lamborghinis for 20 years, repairing them. Transmissions, brakes, calipers, engines. Like, I trust that guy more. Okay? Just because something is subjective, and I try to be as objective as possible. I need to know what someone's shooting. It's like, oh, this lens is great, you need to buy it. You can't say stuff like that. Because I need to know what it is a person shoots. They might not be shooting wedding. Maybe they're just only shooting portraiture. Maybe they're only shooting sports and action. So I need to actually give the lowdown on all these Fuji lenses, to what they are, what they're good for. I need to know what it is that you shoot. If I had the chance, the only reason I actually bought the 14mm Fuji is because I found it really dirt cheap. I would just definitely not buy it again, period, flat out. It's an older Fuji lens design. A couple lenses, let me mention again, please God, don't buy them. It's the 18mm f2 versus, and also the 23mm f1.4, not the new 23mm, which is about to roll out, but the old current version, the 23mm f1.4. No dice on either one of those. No way, no how. It's kind of like, well, are you going to get bad images out of them? No. People say, well, I own that lens and it's really great. And it's like, yeah, but we're talking about degrees here, okay? It's like a room full of pretty women, and you go, yeah, those two chicks are ugly. And it's like, well, they're all pretty. It's like, yeah, but you know, those, it's kind of like when you take an ugly girl and you surround the ugly girl by really ugly girls, and then the ugly girl does not look so ugly anymore. It's the same thing. It's not saying that the 18 and 23 are just like horrific and it make you want to jump off a cliff. It's saying that in the Fuji lineup, they are definitely the red-headed stepchildren, the cross-eyed red-headed stepchildren. Any lens camera company that makes a bunch of lenses has lenses like that. It's no big deal. But those, cannot recommend buying those. Just cannot. Really, like I said, the lenses that you should own, I don't give a damn what sort of shooter you are. Really, the 18 to 55. A lens that is unbelievably useful. Like I said, if we're going to go on a trip and I can only take two lenses, it would definitely be the 16mm Fuji, and this, the 18 to 135. I really do consider those to be must-own lenses. Anything else is kind of subjective. The only third lens I might say is an absolute must-have, because it really is the 50mm equivalent. Super fast, super small, super great value, inexpensively priced, and that's the 35mm f2. Okay? 35mm f2. I guess that's about it. You know, I think I've gone over, how many lenses did I bring here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like, yeah, okay, whatever, something like that. A lot of Fuji lenses, and I didn't bring them all out. I got some duplicate copies too. If you like this video, you could always drop me a pizza, or like a big hearty box of Scottish shortbread cookies. Oh my god, They're gonna find me dead one day with a shortbread cookie hanging out of my mouth. That's probably true, right? So that's it. That's the rundown on the Fuji lenses. Since there's so much, there are a lot of people that are jumping ship. Not that I've told anybody to jump ship, but there's a lot of people like, I'm jumping ship. I'm tired of this overheating piece of crap made by you know who. We all know who I'm talking about. Tired of it. I'm jumping ship. And they go, I just got a Fuji. I've been reading some of their posts. Like, I just got rid of my phony equipment. Oops, I didn't say that. And I got the X-T2, and oh my god, it's amazing. It's like, yes, that's exactly what I said it is. Let me know if you get any questions on Fuji lenses, because I've tested all of them. And I own most all of them. And, yeah. So, that's it. I guess that's it. Yeah, right. Okay. That was a lot of lenses to talk about. That's basically Fuji's entire lineup of lenses, baby. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.